It was just another product. Everything was really nice, and we knew there's a market. People are ready to pay for it, and people are really looking for something which can make an impact on the person, the gifting too. So I think all that was missing to really make it a profitable business was that probably my full-time involvement was missing. So that's how I decided that fine, it is time for me to take the plunge and probably jump in and do it. And of course, though for 1.5 years I signed in 50 customers, after getting into it full time in just a span of 3 months I signed probably another 50 customers. But I mean, there is a difference when you get into it full time. But yeah, it was that's how I got started. Probably that's all is my story till now. I'll probably take in some questions to answer specific things. Yes.
Did you do market research, or do you think testing the product versus market research? What's your call on that?
See, market research, fine, I did test the market, but my when I was doing that course at IIM, I did do market research. But the amount of market that I could get onto to ask questions was very less. I just talked to my friends and probably friends, and like a small group of 60, 70 people. If you're going to do a detailed market research, it costs money, and of course I also didn't have an idea how to go about it. So also the products that we were trying to offer is not something I can just explain by saying. People need to really feel it and see it and understand. And even a lot of our products, as somebody did indicate, came from the customers itself. So we were saying, okay, we do something like a magazine cover. The customer said, can you do a detailed magazine for me? So it was a new product which was born out of a customer's inquiry itself. That I can easily right now, probably 20% of the product came out just because of a new question that came from the customer, that can you do this for me? Okay, so it was not really a business which I could really get answers for doing the market research. So probably the testing thing helped for me.
Yeah, like when you are doing your study, like you must have come across existing players. Actually, maybe the other presenters can also chime in. Like when you at any point deterred that this field already this person is there, this player is there, I'll have to compete with him. I'm not, USP is not there, how will I be different? These types of questions with you or the other people.
See, I was recently listening to an audio which is called Blue Ocean Strategy. I'm not sure if anyone of you have heard of it. It's really good audio. Which talks primarily focuses on how do you position your product, or what do you get, what kind of business you get into in a way that your competition becomes completely irrelevant. Okay, I'll just give an example. I think you all know about there's a circus called Circus du Soleil. Okay. Yeah, Cirque du Soleil. Yeah, that's right. It's a very famous worldwide circus thing. So I was reading their story as part of the audio, and they were saying that the whole circus came into being at a time when the whole market of circus was completely dying down. Because people had a lot more better entertaining things to do, and it was more of a place where kids go and probably enjoy. And the whole market was really falling down. I think it was like a real recession time also, and that's the time these guys came out. And what they did was they didn't have a very usual kind of a circus. Okay, they combined the theater experience of when you go and watch a play, like an opera kind of an experience, combined with the circus experience. And the offering that came out was such a beautiful entertainment that you go, it's like a song and dance sequences are there. There's people doing all kind of circus activities, acrobatic activities. The whole thing was such a fun that, so if you see, they placed their product in such a way that the competition became irrelevant. Even though there were other circuses, they could not compete with them. And people who had other means of entertainment, they also actually left it and wanted to go and watch that circus. And it was no more just for the kids, but it was also for elder people. So to answer your question, see, I do look at the competition, okay, but the competition, instead of trying to bother about how to compete, what is a USP, what is a USP, I'll say fine, I mean, it's okay, competitors are there, but see what is it that you can bring in that they are not able to do. So I will say our USP is mainly because our personalization goes so deep that a person, as he explained, a pigeon probably carries a message. So the gifts are done in such a way that you're actually able to convey the message to the other person and you express your love for the person. So that's our USP. Okay, the amount of involvement that we have with the customer to understand their requirement and the way we design the gift, it goes on like a constant. We are talking to them to understand them so well.
So, but this concept of USP, do you think it's really needed, or
see, if there is a need,
is it overhyped? Is the market not big enough to accommodate 2-3 players?
Yeah, see that. So it depends on the market. Okay, so if your market is big enough, yes, it can accommodate 2-3 players. But if you're trying to do the same thing what the other person is doing, definitely there should be a reason why the customer is coming to you. So yes, when I say USP, do have something. It's not necessarily a feature or something. It can be even the way you provide service to a person. It is so probably it's so personalized. The person gets much more value coming to you, even though probably the way probably Naveen what he's offering. There are so many other CA companies, but probably how he handles a customer's problem when the person said he has want to register one person, company is really going back and trying to figure it out. Probably that matters because it goes through references, so a lot more people will come. So that's what I say.
How much you charge for the pigeon to send the message?
I haven't found a pigeon which can carry the message. Yeah.
So, the moment you move from the startup to a more volume-based player, do you see challenges in continuing this mode actually? Because then what happens is the amount of time you can spend on all the say 100 or 1000 eyeballs becomes that more difficult.
Yes, that's right. It is definitely a challenge. But one thing I always feel that the personalized service that we give to the people right now as part of the company is the soul of the company. So I probably will optimize lot more other things at the back to ensure we give the product to them much faster, and we are able to service lot more clients also in the same time. But I probably will not compromise on the personalized service that we are giving.
That is your core.
Yes, that's the soul of the company. Yeah, that's right. So how do I do it? Probably I don't have the answer. I'm still figuring it out.
Sure.
Yeah.
One more, Jyoti.
Yeah. Thank you.
I just want to check when you're doing business, you might have some values, and when you go to a customer, so is it only the money or the business which motivates you, or also you have some values and you follow them? And is it that probably the client would have put down your values, still you go ahead and do a business with them? So how is it?
I haven't really faced a situation like that in my case. Probably I can give a very small example. I don't know how close it is to your thing. As Valentine's Day was coming up, since we are into helping people expressing their love to their loved ones, so there were people who probably just wanted to get the gift just because there is a pressure probably from their counterpart that why haven't you given a gift? So when we said we're going to create a very nice customized card for you, can you just say what you want to say? They said, see, I don't have time, just find some message and tell us. So it was not that we're compromising on the value, but we really do believe that it matters when you express it from your own words and put it in that and the other person. But yeah, so sometimes yes, I did not reject and said no, we will not do it. But yeah, somewhere help the person frame a sentence which he can put. I don't know how close it is to your question. Yeah.
It's a generic question actually.
Yeah, I think probably something else.
No, that same example of 60 logos. My self-respect was gone. The point was I committed. Self-respect comes after that. The commitment is more important. So, I mean, you will always have a priority. There can never be same priority to things. It can never be.
Yeah, one last question.
Because it's a personalized gift, right? So when you talk to the customer, it's the end user, and it's very important to understand their feelings and their emotions attached to it. And as you say, you sign off with 50, 100 customers. So how do you do that actually, and how do you take their feelings and how do you commit it back?
See, I don't know, I have actually noticed that people, when they're getting the gifts, then they actually express so much of they think that I somehow feel, I am a person who doesn't even know them, they're actually telling even there's some deeper secrets out to me. So, I don't know, people, there has been cases where somebody, has had a breakup and they really wanted to get in touch with the other person. They really narrated the whole story to me as what happened to them. And huge mail we got. So, people, yes, in terms of the time that we are spending, right now in parallel we haven't really handled more than 10 gifts going on in parallel. So when the things come somewhere related to what you question, so I still need to figure it out in terms of how we really do it. There could be some ways in which I can ask them some specific questions which I know will get me the answer in terms of designing the gift in the right way, and probably will optimize things in the back so that things go faster. But I'm still figuring it out how to really do in a state when we really have 100 orders in parallel. So yeah, checking it.
Thank you so much, Jyoti, and that would resolve a lot of questions for people who want to start something in parallel while doing the job as well. Okay, so I invite Pushpa to hand over a small token of appreciation to you.